What's going on, everyone? I hope you're doing great in this quarantine. What about times we're living currently, right? Sometimes for me it's a little complicated, it's a little hard to believe it, but this is the reality and we have to fix it. And I can see many people overreacting, but it's okay. I mean, it's understandable. This is not a small thing, this is a big problem. This is unleashed and we have to face it. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talk about how you can stay safe on the internet, and that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. The internet can feel such a dangerous place, taking account the proliferation of many devices, electronic devices. We're talking about smartphones, tablets, computer, and so on. But the good news is that by taking just a small handful measure of security measure, we can really reduce the risk for these problems. So let's get started. I have some tips that can help you to reduce the risk and also stay safe on the internet. So the number one is create complex password. As you can realize, this is a very simple tip, but believe me, this is really useful. And maybe you heard something about it, and by creating a strong unique passwords for all your critical accounts really is the best way to keep your personal information and your financial information. So the second one is boost your network security. Now that your login are safer, make sure that your connections are secured. When at home or work, you probably use a password to protect the router that screens your data. But when you are at the road, maybe you might be tempted to use free Wi-Fi or public Wi-Fi zones. The problem with the public Wi-Fi, it is often secured. This means it's relatively easy for hackers to access your personal information. So the number 3 tip is use a firewall. Even if your network is secure, you should still use a firewall, but maybe you're asking what a firewall is. Basically, this is an electronic barrier that blocks untethered access to your computer or to your devices. And it's often included with your comprehensive security software. Using a firewall ensures that all devices connected to your network are secured. Okay, let's continue. This is a very good tip. Is to be a good or a selective sharer. These days or nowadays there are a lot of opportunity to share our personal information. Just be cautious about what you share, particularly when it comes to identity information, means your personal information. This can be potentially be used to impression you or guess your password or logins in an easy way. So that's why you need to be very careful what you share. Another tip is protect your mobile life. Mobile devices face new risks, such as risk apps and dangerous links to send by text message. Actually, nowadays it's very common. I've already heard from people that I know that have been victim of this problem. And only download apps from official apps, for example, for Android systems, would be Play Store. After reading of other user reviews first, make sure that your security software is enabled of your mobile, just like your computer and other devices that you have. Okay, I have another one good tip, which is practice safe surfing or shopping. When shopping online or visiting a website for online banking or other sensitive transactions, always make sure that the site's address starts with HTTPS. This last letter is very important because when the address starts with S, means that the website is secured. So in sense of just HTTP and has a padlock icon for URL field. This indicates that the website is secure and use encryption to scramble your data so it can be intercepted by others. Also be on the lookout for websites that have misspelling or bad grammar in their address. And the last tip that I have for you is keep up to date. Keep all your software updates, so you have to related security patches, turn on automatical updates so you don't have to think about it, and make sure that your security software is sent to run regular scans. So that's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next time.